like more super soldiers, rather than it being predicated off of affirming one's gender, that would then be the reason why it wasn't deemed as gender-affirming care.
Oh, okay, I can still stand by that standpoint. Yes, I agree with that. What does it have to do with their gender compared to their testosterone levels, which increase productivity and strength and things of that nature? That doesn't. That isn't the
But to
only
be
thing
in
that has to
accordance
come
with the
gender-affirming
highest
care.
male standard, and that women shouldn't hold these combat roles.
Well, yeah, but women not holding direct combat roles is, I mean, it's a debate that's been over for a long time, and I agree with that.
I'm done arguing this with you, but I do think this is pretty clearly gender-affirming care.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't the whole reason I wanted to come up and argue anyway.
That's
But,
fine.
Yeah.
What's your biggest reason, best reason for supporting Trump?
Biggest and best reason right now would be the implementation that we have with AB laws, or his push for AB laws.
His push, so you disagree with abortion?
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree with abortion. Yes, and I have a proposition for you for our debate of the abortion.
Go ahead.
Do you? I know you're pro-choice. Dean, shush. I know you're pro-choice. I'm pro-life. I want to debate pro-choice side. I want you to debate pro-life side.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm not going to do that.
Why would
You
we
wanna-
debate something we know is false? Like,
Because
what?
we can both. Because I mean, it's a common.
So I know the arguments, and I could do it, but the reason why I wouldn't do that is because we're on a live in front of thousands of people, and there's no benefit or utility in doing so.
True.
It can benefit you to understand your point of view against it.
I
and see
promise you,
maybe
I
the point of
understand the
view of
pro-life
other
view
people
enough in order to argue it, and I probably
Yeah.
could argue it against you, and even try to. I could probably convince a lot of pro-choicers to be pro-life based upon my understanding of the pro-life worldview. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't think it's the correct worldview, and I wouldn't argue for it because it would provide no extra utility to the stream.
You know, like, check this out, bro. Like, check this out. Like, we're familiar with many pro-life theories, from a future like ours, a deprivational kind of harm, to teleonomical views, teleological views, natural capacity views, Thomistic metaphysical views, natural law views, specious views, other forms of various capacity views, views about flourishing, views about personhood extended from the moment of conception, just views about general future sentience, which kind of gets wrapped into flow. Like I promise you, bro, like, we're familiar with pro-life views. Why don't you just go ahead and tell us what your pro-life view is?
I debated you yesterday. You know my pro-life views.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, I debated Anthony. My bad. I didn't debate you. I debated Anthony. Wrong person.
Sorry, bro. I just don't know.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
Anthony.
I mean,
Anthony's
Parker-
not Dean. Anthony and Dean are two
Anthony's not
different
Dean.
people.
Yeah, I was tweaking when I thought Anthony was Dean. I was tweaking the other night on live. That was also
Yeah, that wasn't Dean.
calculated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it wasn't
actually
Dean, it was
Dean's
Anthony.
twin brother.
Okay, I would debate like immigration and standpoints on like Eugene Carroll and stuff, but me and you have done that on my old
Eugene
account,
Carroll.
Parker, and yeah, that's what I said, and you banned me, so we're not gonna go there. You called me a Nazi and then kicked me.
I called you a Nazi.
Oh,
You called me
yeah.
a Nazi and then kicked me.
Okay, if I call
have
you
it
a
clipped.
Nazi, you're probably a Nazi.
Dude,
Like
No,
I don't
have
just
it
like go
clipped.
around throwing that around. Like
Well, so your argument, the ending argument was if I knew every single thing about Trump and that you claim was true between the E-Files and Eugene Carroll and things of that nature, and I had all that knowledge versus Hitler, and Hitler was ability to be president, who would you vote for? I said Hitler, and you said, oh, so you're a Nazi and they kicked me. That was, I have it clipped.
so you said you would vote for Hitler over Kamala Harris.
No. You said Trump versus Hitler. You said if I knew every single thing about Trump and I knew all that was true, and because we ended up talking about genocide versus abortion.
No, the question was, would you support Harris versus Trump? And then you said you would support Trump. And I asked you, would you support Harris versus Hitler to see if you had a baseline? That could be the question I asked.
By the way, I'd like to clarify, even if like you're correctly reporting the question asked, like you actually did ask me if you vote for Hitler or Trump, and you said like Hitler.
That still is crazy.
Sorry, bro. Like,
I
sorry,
understand
like,
that's crazy, but you
like just because
rather
of like how bad Hitler truly was, like that's almost just as crazy as saying that you would take Hitler over Harris. Like I'm
And
not,
I understand
I'm not
it was a choice that was terrible in both ways. I personally don't believe that Trump did a lot of the things that he's been claimed to do.
So
with
why
multiple
would you
different
pick
reasons.
Hitler
So,
over Trump?
Because you're saying if I knew for a fact that he did all those things. I don't believe that he did almost anything that he is recommended of when it comes to SA and things of that nature.
So you'd still pick Hitler, who fucking genocided people? Six million
Well,
Jewish people, like 12 million people overall, starting World War II. It led to tens of millions of people dying.
Yeah, well, I don't think either one were a good thing, but I mean, your point of view and the way you were saying it, I felt like you wanted me to pick Hitler, and I just didn't want to get kicked because I had another debate topic. So
Why
just
would
picked
I
the one that
want you to
thought
pick
would.
Hitler?
I don't know. You brought the fucking shit up, Parker. I don't fucking know, Parker. You brought it up. I would have picked Trump.
And also, why the hell would you say that because you want to stay on alive? I would never say I support Hitler to stay on alive.
Well, I don't support Hitler whatsoever. I do think that what Hitler did was completely wrong, but I had another point that you wouldn't let me get to because you were trying to focus on something else, and I kept trying to go to a different point and you wouldn't let me, so I just tried to make the argument, and you would tell me I'm a terrible human being, and then we could get to the actual point that I had debate topics on. That was my goal. But we can talk about Trump and how I believe that E. Jean Carroll is a liar and that the E-files had no implication with him actually doing anything wrong on the island. Or we can talk about it, A-B, either one.
Either way, you'll be wrong. You pick.
Either way, I'll be right. Either way, I'll be right, and you know it. You
No,
know
you're
it,
wrong on
both. Look at that little smile on your face.
Yeah, because I'm right, and you're wrong.
No, I'm right.
You know it, too. You know that we're right. There was an
I'm
entire
ready.
civil
I got
court
my
that determined Trump liable of sexual abuse, and when it comes to abortion, there's not a single abortion view that you could describe as preferable, right? You literally have yet to this point to even tell us what your abortion view is.
Oh, yeah, my abortion view is pro-life, except for life of the mother.
Okay, so like a 10-year-old child should be forced with pregnancy?
No.
No, so you do believe it should be applicable in that circumstance. So how do you feel about the fact that Donald Trump has put people in the Supreme Court with the explicit reason of overturning Roe versus Wade, which is restricted access to abortion in this country, depending on what state you're in, even if you've been assaulted?
I disagree with his views of how he specifically went about it, but I think it's an overall good thing for our country to not unalive millions of people in America that have done obviously nothing wrong other than quote-unquote taking away resources from a woman when about 95+%. That's a nice range.
Did you say people?
95%. Yes, people. Human beings. People.
So you think that fetuses are people?
Yeah, well, what's the definition of fetus? And I'm not doing a Charlie Kirk argument. What's the definition of fetus?
Well, I mean, I just take a fetus to be a human in early neonatal development. Now,
Yes,
what's the
it's
definition
an
of the word
unborn
person?
It's an unborn offspring.
How do you define
Offspring
person?
is person?
Yeah.
Like, how do I find it, or how is like the actual definition?
How do you, like when you say that a fetus is a person, like what are you saying? Like, what do you take a person
Just
to be?
a person is just a singular human being, which
Okay,
you
so-
just agreed that it was of the human species,
Yeah,
so
so
it would be a single
if-
human being.
If Superman was real, Superman wouldn't be a person.
If Superman was real, he wouldn't be a person. Is that what
Is
you're
that what
saying?
you're saying?
Superman would not be a person because Superman's not from a human standpoint. He's technically an
So
alien.
if we had a
With that
frozen
much-
zygote, if we had a frozen zygote that would never unfreeze next to Superman, who talks like us, thinks like us, reasons like us, feels like us, emotes like us, plans like us, envisions like us, abstracts like us, you would say that there's only one person in that room, and it's not the person that not the quote-unquote person that looks exactly like us. You'd say it's a frozen zygote.
Well, yes, because I don't know if you've watched Superman movies, Dean, but he is literally an alien from a different planet, so he would not be a person.
Sir, but we have
He's
an
not a
understanding
human.
we have an understanding of personhood that can go beyond just humans, right? That's the
Well,
kind
no,
of
by
notion that we're talking about. Like,
definition-
we would still consider him a person.
Yeah, but
Because
by
like there would be a
definition,
secondary
person is
definition of person
individual
that would
human.
include those with a rational nature.
Okay, well, you'd have to give a secondary definition of person then, because the main definition of person, according to the actual, dictionary.com and mine, because I looked at it
I think the
afterwards, it's
point being
individual
made,
human being.
sir, I think the point being made is that there's not just one definition that applies to all of these cases, that you're going to use multiple different definitions simultaneously, right, in order to be
Yeah,
able
but
to,
another
in
point could be
context,
made is
explain these
Superman's
things.
not going to
Now,
be
for
real.
the context for a fetus, right, you have no reason to believe that it is a person, is kind of what we're disputing.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, well-
Also, wait. Let's just use a better example. Let's assume that you went into the doctors tomorrow and they informed you that you were born with a rare genetic defect that altered your chromosomes and DNA so much to the extent where you're no longer technically classified as a Homo sapien sapien. Would you not be a person?
by definition, no.
Okay, so would it be wrong for you to kill him?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's wrong.
Okay, so do you think it's wrong to cut down a tree?
Being, I said,
What's a beam?
somebody who is
Person?
and alive.
Use this time for target practice. The real thing's coming soon.
Zygotes aren't living beings because they're not breathing.
No, fetuses are breathing, just not in the way that humans breathe.
No, they're
Okay.
not.
So what about ants?
Ants are living.
So they're living beings?
They're not living beings,
But
they
they-
have
but they-
rationale decision.
Oh.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
With what evidence do you have that a fetus cannot? There's never been.
That fetuses can make rational decisions.
There's no evidence. Have you? Because there is no.
Sir, newborn babies can make rational.
Yes.
Resurgence.
What fucking rational thought
Stay
process
alive.
is the newborn baby having, sir?
Breathing. That's a rational decision.
What?
Got a contract here.
No.
He just said they were rational. He just said breathing is rational.
Yeah.
Cows breathe.
Yeah.
They choose to breathe, so they're rational.
Wait, so if cows are rational, you must secure the uplink station.
Possibly. I don't speak cow, so I don't really know how to quantify that.
Wait. If you're saying that being rational equals the ability to consent to sex, and being rational equals the ability to do anything with the ability to consent to sex, newborns have the ability to do
Swapping mags.
Are you stupid?
No.
Stupid?
Meaning that they
I'm giving a signal.
Not good.
Try not to do this.
Enemy destroyed.
Why wouldn't you say that's applicable to the cow, you fucking idiot?
Yeah, what the hell?
Because it is because listen, can a
Kill confirmed.
make rational
No.
but can they make rational decisions? Yes. So with that logic, you're saying
Reinforcing
with that
armor.
logic, you're saying that a 15-year-old should be able to consent to sex, which is completely wrong.
No, so we don't
So
think
with
that
that same
15-year-olds can
rationale.
produce sex. And I'm not even sure that 15-year-olds can make rational
Last remaining operation from that squad. Hunt them down.
But I think that you're just fundamentally
Enemies
confused
dropping into the
what
AR.
it means to be rational.
You have reinforcements inbound.
I don't do business with just anyone you know. What should I do? Paid.
We would denote
You
this
know
down the ability to reason from proposition to proposition, like a higher level of operatable sentience. Like these are traits which are conducive of rationale. Now,
Screen
when you
bombardment
say that
standing by.
if a thing breathes and everything is rational, well, you're just like either confused or means
Secure the
rational
supply
to
boxes.
actually do this.
Locations are marked on your
No,
tag
not
map.
all
what it means.
The
Good
rational
deal.
is
Marking
like
the rest of that
choice
squad on
that
your
you
tag
make
map.
outweighing
Get
the
hunting.
cost and the benefit. So
So just tell us what
breathing would be one of those things.
HKD's ready for delivery.
Hunter killers going hard. Screen bombardment ready.
Yeah, because if you're calling it irrational,
Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
Yeah, it's just
One
it'd be
supply
able
box
to-
down.
not
Two
necessarily
remain.
the ability, but to have
based on music. So you
Breathing does not mean
need.
the thought makes
Yeah, so when you think that.
Two supply boxes secured. One remaining.
Marking loop. And also, I want to say that I don't think that rationale is merely reason, because like we could see some like level of deductive reasoning processes in the cat. Like
All supply
my cat,
boxes
like,
secure.
knows where
Contract
it's
complete.
deployed. But I don't think that therefore my cat is rational. I think it has to be sufficiently complex.
Well, I don't think specifically no, because I think your cat would be able to know, hey, if I go knock that down, Daddy D will get mad at me, right? So the cat will not make the rational decision to go knock it down just because they want to do it.
Changing mag.
So therefore, they're making the rational.
Soldier incoming.
I just think that it's wrong to know all
Friendly loadout dropping on the way.
Wait.
get rational before they do it.
Also,
Not-
technically,
Squad mate, back on station. Target down. Mark that rest. Redeploying.
Like a baby is making rational decisions self-consciously to
how does the organ?
Incoming fire!
yeah, it's not specifically the organ. I'm saying
Hostile
trees
UAV
happen
in the
towards
area.
breed,
Yeah.
breeding
How does that
process of
change
a
whether
tree
it's a
is
rational
process.
decision?
Yeah, well, so the breeding process of a tree is
Enemies dropping into the AR.
that is multi-step.
Your squad mate is redeploying.
You said if they are.
Yeah, but it's a single cellular organism, and it's not rational. It's subconscious rational. Conscious meaning.
Changing mag! Taking effective
Yeah,
fire!
conscious obviously not to not make a rational decision without conscience.
Ready for action!
Back on station. Go get off.
Wait, when you're in a coma, not having a conscious.
Squad mate, back on
Or
station.
no,
Good work.
would be having a subconscious
Excellent
experience
work, my
of
friend.
being
I have
So
no
you
fear
can't
for
be
you.
breathing. You said in some cases.
Yeah, in some cases.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Unless
Watch
you're
the skies.
needing a ventilator, but the ones
Yes.
that you
So
Check your damn fire,
Be
fucker!
advised.
help
Squad mates outside the
On
safe
my
zone.
last man!
Grim, requesting napalm strike hostage.
your brain cannot process that subconscious decision. You can say, yes, the baby is making a rational decision.
Bumping mag!
Or subconscious. So, a conscious decision is a little bit different.
Dude, I'm so sorry. Like, A is
yeah,
almost
I
had
don't think
it.
that.
Hostile
I don't
syntax!
think that.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map.
Like, the concept of rationality was born out of a way to understand why we're much more intelligent than, like, a pig, for instance. And that's just outstandingly understood.
Enemy soldier incoming.
And my last point is,
Reinforcements inbound.
for,
Target down. Marking the
Yeah, well,
Enemy destroyed.
ending
Use your
of
tag
the
map.
process.
Five station fighters are adjusted.
By my definition of murder, we can all agree that murder is unjustifiable. According to my definition of murder, because my definition of murder is the ending of a human life that is unjustified, or the ending of a progression of life that is unjustified. And baby, and you were ending the life by
Stand by for
meaning
redeployment.
you were unjustified life. Murder is wrong. Yes,
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the
yeah,
skies.
so I mean, I don't
Get
think there's a
ready.
single country
Resurgence
or
window is
person in the
about to
entirety of
close.
the world that would say that murder is a justifiable action when somebody did nothing wrong. Because every instance of murder, somebody has done something wrong towards them.
I'm not saying that you're assuming that murder is unjustified. I'm saying that you're assuming that it's the fact that you're in
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
It is unjustified.
Yeah, I'm not really assuming it's by just
Then what's the argument for the claim that it's unjustified in virtue of these biological facts?
natural moral law.
Oh, what is natural?
Your squad mate is redeploying.
I think
Well
that
done.
the natural moral law is objectively.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Fire sales over. Adjusting pricing. Bombardment available. Enemy soldier incoming. Kill. Marking the rest Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Okay, and unjust
Reinforcing armor.
Loading new men.
What? Okay, so then you don't
cannibal.
No, I
Surgeons,
Marking air.
if someone
Wait, but you just said
Enemy vehicle into the AR. Report, mate.
You define murder.
Yeah, so my definition of murder or the
We need
actual
everything.
definition of murder. My definition of murder
Your
varies. My definition of murder is
Reloading mag.
Reinforcing armor.
unaliving somebody who's done nothing wrong as developers.
So wait.
Murder is slightly
It's
different.
not
Four
murder if you
remaining.
kill
Stay
someone who
sharp.
has done something wrong?
Prime squad still
No,
operational
by
in the
my
AR.
definition.
So it's not murder to kill someone who has done something wrong before.
Intelligence
So
squad
someone
is
is-
outside the safe
So
zone.
if someone has cheated on their partner, they've done something wrong before. Do you think it's not murder to kill them?
I think it is a form of murder, but I don't think it is, by my definition, it is not murder.
Marking target location.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing we just said. It's just
Is his argument it wouldn't be murder if someone killed Trump because Trump's committed adultery?
Or
I
like
mean,
even you. Like
adultery
you
does
said,
not.
you done wrong
Station
things in your
locked.
life.
Ready to redeploy.
Yeah, well, you have to hold the value of what is wrong to that person. I mean, some people who think they get cheated on, that value of what you've done to them could be high enough to the fact that they think. It's
No,
something
we're not
like
asking
murder.
about other people and what their hypotheses are with murder. What the fuck, dude? I'm asking you about what
Top
these
three, don't let up now.
Well, I don't, but
Three
justifiability
squads left in the war zone. Stay
is
alert.
subjective, so you can't necessarily say that it's true or false. Because some people say, oh, it's justified to unalive this person.
I'm
because they did
asking
X,
you
Y,
under
and Z.
your own position.
Oh, under my own
Squad
position,
rates
I
are
think it's
restocked.
justified.
Advise you to load
No,
up
under
now.
my own position, under my own position, I do not think it's justified to unalive somebody
Requesting
who cheated.
buyback. Make it sharpish.
Is it murder?
Is it murder? By my definition, no. By actual dictionary.
It's not murder to kill people who have committed adultery.
Be
So if
advised,
someone, so
still have
wait, so
squad
hold up.
mates outside
If
the safe zone.
his name is Thomas or Matthew Crooks, I can't remember. If Crooks specifically was successful in assassinating Donald Trump, would you have said it's not murder?
No, wouldn't have because it's necessarily
I'm bleeding out.
mainly with a
You're in the last two. Now finish.
Hostile vehicle.
Are you trying to make it okay to cheat on your partner? Or
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay. It's
is
not
it bad?
Is it bad? Yes. Is
Okay,
it-
so you
does it
said if you've
justify
done
you
bad
to
things
unalive
before, it's
somebody?
not murder to
I
kill
didn't say
you.
bad. I said justifiable.
Get to the safe zone.
Ready for action.
Actually,
Yes, inbound.
for a person you think is just fetus, I think it's not justifiable. So it's a subjective argument that cannot actually define.
You know what the fuck this guy said.
No, he's just confused about everything. Listen, you are categorically
Reinforcing armor.
confused. You are categorically confused. No, I hold to this view called intuitionism. Intuitionism tells us that we can use our seeings as justification for belief. And one of the best kind of
Swapping
arguments
mag.
against intuitionism would be, well, what if somebody
They picked the wrong fight. When to get it
they
done.
have internal coherence, you want to be able to test your beliefs against those of others. It'd be like really hard to understand why in this situation. I think that maybe you are. Completely wrong about everything you believe in, categorically so. It's just kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, so it's not. It's subjective. Listen, how is that good? Wait. You have no one has actually debated your opinion to prove the point you just don't understand, or you are so flabbergasted to understand.
Putting us in a debate right now.
I don't think I'm owning you. I think I'm making good points, and you're not actually rebuttaling because
Welcome to varsity.
I'm in varsity. Oh my god, I don't want to be a varsity.
Welcome to
Well,
varsity.
good point. Wait, can I ask you a question?
I'm a libertarian. I don't want to be a person.
Do you Sales? Do you care more about saving innocent human lives or restricting access to abortion?
Saving innocent human lives.
Okay. So if I could prove to you that Democrats would save more innocent human lives, would you vote for them?
Not per se, because I don't think that's the only rationale that matters when it comes to political standpoints.
But this is the
I
only
think that
rationale
would-
that matters as it relates to abortion, right? Or the
Relating to
overall
abortion, I would
view of
switch my.
abortion.
If you could prove to me that they would save more lives murder, then yes, I would.
That's restricting access to abortion. So if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying
so-
if they restricted access to abortion more. I said, do you care more about restricting access to abortion or saving innocent human life? You said saving innocent human life. To me now, it sounds like you actually think it's better to restrict access to abortion. You care more about restricting access.
Yeah, got you. So if you could prove to me that a Democratic Party would save more innocent human lives, comparative to the amount the Republican Party would save with abortion and any other statistic you would like to use in both metrics, then I could change my point of view on abortion, but not necessarily my
Yes.
political point of view, because
Yes, on
I'm not a
abortion.
Republican nor a Democrat. Yes.
Yes, on abortion. So yes, I can. So the Trump administration, through the use of Doge, cut USAID, which will lead to 14 million additional deaths by 2030, according to a Lancet study. So millions more people will die. Innocent people will die, whose lives would not have been lost if Donald Trump didn't cut the funding through USAID. Which,
Okay,
by
so
the way,
actually, so
Doge
right-
and multiple independent analysis have indicated spent more money than they saved. So they didn't even save money, inevitably. And they also costed millions of lives.
I got you. So right now we're at the point of the Republican Party would then in turn unalive about 12 million people a year. So how many people would the
So by
Democratic Party
2030.
unalive?
So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, a
so
year.
by
Okay, so
2030.
that's by 2030. So in a process of years. Okay, so by 2030 they would unalive 14 million. You said.
Yeah.
And how many
14 million
abortions
by
are there a year?
2030.
Around a little over a million.
Well, sir, one
Almost
thing
two?
I have to tell you is since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, which is Trump's policy, we've actually seen an increase in the amount of abortions that have happened. So you can't attribute any decrease in the level of abortions to Donald Trump's toll because there hasn't been a decrease.
Okay, got you. So, what about a Democratic Party? Do you have evidence for that they would save more people? And then also, I would need the evidence.
I just
of
gave
a
you one with
Republican-
the USAID, but also I can give you another one. Democrats are advocating for universal health care, which I can send you a Yale study that just came out that says it would save $1 trillion per year and over 114,000 lives per year.
Yeah,
Big
so I don't
loss.
agree with. I can't accept that because I don't agree with any form of government assistance.
No form of government assistance.
Very
We're heading to the war zone.
Almost
Get
all.
geared up. Stand by.
Wait, so, but if you could save like $1 billion in healthcare spending, everyone is covered. And you save 100.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the
Why
sky.
would
You said you would save more money and around the same amount of lives, if not more lives,
Changing man!
with my ideals of
so you think that it would be more economically efficient? Can you name one free market system around the world that's better health outcomes,
Prep time's
better
over.
overall
Now you
health
deploy to
outcomes
the
for
war
the
zone.
system comparative to a universal system?
You said just health?
Yeah, and any free market system now or historically has better outcomes than the current system has universal health care.
Just health systems. Just health. Economic-wise, money-wise, and other factors vary across the country, yes.
Actually, I think you're just going to say because there are free markets and free markets increase more efficiency, but the issue with that
Survive
is
to
that like
redeploy
these
fallen
markets break
teammates.
down
Kill
in
contract
situations of
back
necessity, inelasticity, right? And different problems that say exist in the context of healthcare that prevent better outcomes from free markets.
Yeah, but the economic outcome from a private is a free market
Supply
comparative
box is
to
marked.
somebody who
Secure those
is
locations.
getting, or everybody who is getting some form of free healthcare and free food and things of that nature. According to the Democratic Party, it would be less for the economy, less people save, less people would have less money. Taxes would be inevitably higher.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
I'm gonna go start my own life.
Have fun, bro.
Supply box secured. 2 to go.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your stream.
Have a good rest of your stream.
low deep. Shut up, Parker. Don't look at me like that. You're allowed to.
remaining. Move to secure.
Interesting.
3 men up here.
Are you a fan of Priest? You love him?
I'm a fan of both of you actually.
Really?
Yeah, I respect the
Contract
way you
complete.
debate.
All supply boxes secured.
In some instances, both of you disrespect people in both ways, but I used to disrespect Dean in every manner.
Got a contract
I'm
here.
still like 50-50 on because I haven't heard certain views you
Incoming fire! Swapping
There's
mags!
some more information.
Well, I'm a scary woke
Move to secure.
You're a scary woke lib. You can't
Scary woke
self-claim
liberal!
You can't self-claim being woke. You can't self-claim being woke.
An
That
enemy
means you're
squad is hunting
not
you.
woke.
Stay sharp.
I'm pretty woke, bro.
Supply box
You
secured.
can't
Move to the
self-claim
next
being
one.
woke. You have to be appointed woke by the woke society.
No, I was did you not know that I had my appointing process? Being woke into Antifa?
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know about that. Yeah,
Enemies
you're woke.
dropping into the AR.
Changing mags!
Dude, I was locked into Antifa the day that I made my emblem on
Located
EO2
the
proud
rest of
Antifa
them.
member.
Really?
That is the day. I specifically had to create an emblem where I made on Black Ops 2 my emblem proud Antifa member.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I understand. That was
2 supply boxes down. 1 to go.
I haven't seen any other Antifa members.
Get your squad to the safe zone.
yeah, because they're
Leave
on
no
the
one behind.
That's how I set it up, bro. Like, I'm serious. That's how I
Loading new
joined
mag.
Antifa. That's how I became a member of the woke society.
I genuinely believe.
Contract complete.
That
All
has
supply
nothing to
boxes
do with it,
found.
bro. How do
Marking
you
field
believe me
upgrade.
for that, bro? I'm
I
trolling,
know.
I'm
I'm
trolling.
fucking you. I'm fucking
That actually is my emblem on Black Ops 2, I'm not gonna lie. But
Positive
that's,
ID
but
on
that,
the bounty
yeah, it
target.
really is. Like, when I
Hunt
kill
them
you on
down.
Black Ops 2, you'll see Parker got a job.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Okay, yeah. That's maybe like I was talking about political debates of child debates. No, but
Loadout
back to
drop,
what
headed
I'm
your
saying,
way.
point of views on both of you. I would say that like your point of views are not fully right.
Eyes on hostile! There goes your armor!
Loadout drop
You
inbound.
guys are
Reinforcing
much
armor.
better
Good kill.
because
Mark
you
the
are
that squad on your tag
popular
map.
than you overall.
Get hunting.
But I think you still
No,
do that
bro.
great debate style.
What are you talking about? Being more popular than me? What are you? Are you kidding
I think
me?
you've been
No way.
popular.
What are you? Seriously?
Loadout
No,
drop, headed your way.
no. It's almost. It only has 7.3 million followers.
That's what I said. I think you've been in the game longer than me.
Yeah.
But no, I do respect both of you and your point of views. I respect everyone and their point of views, where you come from or what. I also don't align with any
Fundamentally violated libertarian views.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch your side.
for tax reasons because I was supporting a business and he was giving certain business tax cuts. Not only in my industry, but some of the top earners in America.
Even
which
if
I
you're a
have.
top.
Enemy UAV is online. Enemy squad hunting you down.
They're on me!
Is
Changing
so much
mag.
less than the amount you should care about like people having basic access to the systems. Like who the
Yeah,
Google
well,
bill?
send
They
it
cut
back.
220,000 kids off of free school lunch and breakfast on average every single
Your
month.
squad mate is redeploying.
Yeah, I
Well
understand,
done.
but at the time before I was starting my business, I was in the same situation of needing government assistance, and I wanted to get my head completely out of that hole. So I said, I'm gonna say fuck it, and go
I'm
to
hit.
what I'm using at the moment and try to better
You've
myself.
got a loadout
That's
drop
what everyone
inbound.
should do. Instead of quote unquote pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. I understand is a hard thing to do,
Win
but
this thing.
that it is
Pull yourself up by
Got
your
10 squads active in the pit.
So
yeah.
Be advised.
yeah,
An
so
enemy
do you
squad
realize
is
how that's just like
tracking your
I think
location.
like it's something that's not reliable? People start at different spawn points, okay? Different spawn points within our society yield
Your squad
in
mate's
different
back on
actions.
station.
They're on me!
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Word, independent
Some of your
of
squad
one's
is
own
outside the
drive,
safe zone.
there are things that put people in circumstances where they have less than
Final
right
unit
off the bat.
operators from
Think
that
about how
squad.
many people that
Hunt
are
them
just
down.
as capable as me that could have
All
specifically basically
Bounty
also,
targets
in the
destroyed.
context
Hell
of
of
those
a job.
positions, been able to, right,
You have
do so
reinforcements
much or
inbound.
become so much
Bounty
better off,
targets
right? Because they could have
identified.
gotten broader
Weapons free.
access to education, but they couldn't because it was too expensive, and their family couldn't
Yeah,
afford
but
it, and they
I
couldn't.
don't think that necessarily deems you to be closing out your goals. I think it just hinders the ability to get your goals. I came from one of the worst, largest metros.
Fire!
Enemy Contract
we are
failed.
No one
I'm
said you
saying
can't become rich.
I
What we're
came from
saying,
a terrible.
sir, mobility within our society, and that these social programs establish more social and that
Go
inevitably
get your
would
revenge.
mean we're better off.
Fight fair, act.
You're gonna benefit if you're a rich person anyway. We'll make more money.
Swapping mag.
Everyone is
That's not necessarily a metric on your ability to do something, nor your spawn point, as you would say. It's financial illiteracy, which is the largest problem in all of America, in my opinion. Financial literacy, also a victim mentality of people who believe that they cannot do certain things. And I don't want to say that to a specific race nor gender. I think everybody in every race and gender and sex thinks that they have, or not everyone, but a part of everyone thinks that they have a victim mentality or a victim thing because they think the government's holding them accountable. The policies we put in place as a government,
way too simplistic.
our societal things have to change. I
I
think
think
it was
it's
a
way too
simplistic
simplistic.
argument.
Very, very broad statements of the entirety of our society.
Ready for action.
Getting another shot. Weapons free. Unit squads for the safe zone. Leave no one
Yeah,
behind.
well, I can understand, but would you agree with the point that if we had in all school systems, public and private, we taught financial literacy to the highest degree, well, we would be better overall.
Loading new mag.
Wait,
From that.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
There goes the road.
I believe we should
Enemy
have
soldiers incoming.
something you
Squad mates redeployed. Well done.
exactly. So the government is the answer, not the
Located
free
the rest
market.
of them.
No, the free market is not yet the answer, but it is the answer.
Changing mag.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
On the government office. Because when you look at it, Trump's in office with 77 million people happy, but if Kamala's in office with 77 million people that are happy.
Analysis is way too
I'm
simplistic.
going to be very simplistic.
Be
You're
advised,
saying everyone
is no longer active.
who voted for Kamala Harris is like raw Kamala Harris, and everyone who voted for Donald Trump is like raw Donald Trump. Like you have to be very clear here. That's a little bit.
Get ready. You're redeployed.
Yes, I did not go more in depth. Right?
I am gonna hop off here though. This is the last
You have reinforcements inbound.
Yeah, I
Johnny!
have a question for you too.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
You and political society are actually two different
Four remaining. Five squads still operational in the AO.
Yes.
Be
Okay.
advised.
Questions about like
Still
how
have
the jury
squad
was set
mates
up,
outside the
but
safe zone.
still you accept her determinations.
Gotcha. Okay. And second question. I know you probably do not like talking about this topic, but on the topic of
You're in the top
Charlie,
three. Don't let up now.
beautiful man Kirk, what
Three
is
squads
your
left in the
opinion
war
on
zone.
the
Stay
fact
alert.
that he passed away due to using his First Amendment right?
I mean, I obviously think he was murdered.
Yeah, obviously. Well, obviously, but do you think that it was justifiable what that person did, and do you also believe that the person who is
Was it
accused of
just
doing it
no,
was
no,
doing
because
it?
I consider it murder.
Yeah, not this time.
Gotcha. So
It was not
justifiable.
justified.
Okay, and gotcha.
You're the
and
target
to
of
the
the most
candidate,
wanted contract.
They're on you.
Eliminate threats. Your supply cache is
the person
closing.
who is accused on trial currently.
Most
does
wanted
he believe
contract
he did,
failed.
or do you believe
Squad
he
mates
did?
KIA. Loadout
I don't think there's
your
any
way.
evidence of it.
Under fire. Switching mags.
I do think that all evidence right now,
Only two left.
but I'm not very like familiar with the case, so I don't really know.
Not done yet.
Boy, thank you very much for that. Janine, thank you very much for the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think it makes sense, but I think it's a little bit confusing to some people. That's what I would say. Malin, thank you very much. I really appreciate the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, don't worry. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind words. It's so nice of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you. As well as Aaron, thank you very much. As well as $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was brutal. That was really brutal, wasn't it? Daryl, thank you very much for the $2. Thank you. Wig, thank you very much for the 9-month membership subscription. I hope you've been okay. I hope you've been okay. Let me make sure I'm completely caught up here over on YouTube Super Chat, and then we'll call it for today. I'm gonna post all my videos, and maybe I'll have time to join Dean. I might not. I don't think I will, honestly. We'll see though. But yeah, let me thank some people before I get off here. Sammy, thank you very much actually I caught up there already. John, thank you very much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I don't know where I would see that, but thank you very much. And I got you. As well as Ginger, thank you very much for the $5. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chloe, with the $10. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you. I know, rational thought process, by the way. Neo, thank you very much for the $20. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the $10. Exactly, I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. As well as Rachel, thank you very much for the $7. Thank you very much. It seriously is autumn. As well as Political Fetus, thank you very much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Autumn, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Listening to you guys help me with, I'm actually going to therapy for the first time soon. Advice for therapy. Good luck. Be open. Trust yourself to be able to understand your own thoughts and feelings. That's really all I can say when it comes to therapy and stuff. But you're on the right path. As well as Daryl, thank you very much for the $2. Thank you. I think I am fully caught up for today, everyone. You can go join Dean's Live, spam Parker Raid, spam Love Parker. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday, so that is a plus. That is a plus. We will be back tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. I'll keep y'all updated. It could possibly be later in the day. Olivia, thank you for the galaxy as well. Thank you very much. Alrighty, have a fantastic night, everyone. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Gen 9 has been the most controversial competitive singles generation I've ever seen in my life, with VGC doubles taking over as the primary competitive format that the games are balanced around. Gen 9 in its base state is incredibly unbalanced for 6v6 singles. The power level is getting insane, absurdly broken new Pokemon and moves being released, made even worse by the new Terra mechanic, which is incredibly powerful in the singles environment. The amount of bans that have happened in Gen 9 is absurd. So let's take a look at every single one of them. The first two Pokemon to ever be banned were both banned at the same time. On November 21st, 2022, Fluttermane and Hammerstone were sent to Pokemon Prison. Fluttermane may not look that threatening visually, but this is one of the strongest Pokemon competitive singles I've ever seen. First of all, it's got a good absolutely elite, two of the best types in the whole game, and incredible stab types as well. Fluttermane's stats are out of this world, with 135 in special attacks, defense, and speed. Fluttermane's move pull options are incredible, everything you could ask for, boosting in the form of Palm Mine, Shadow Ball, and Blast. photosynthesis. This ability is shared by all of the past Paradox
Survive and your
Pokemon,
team can
and
redeploy.
what it does is that if
Eliminate
Sun
targets
is
to
active,
bring 'em back
it grants a
faster.
boost to your highest stat. You can also activate photosynthesis with the new booster energy item that gets consumed, and then activates boost temporarily. With photosynthesis, Fluttermane can basically achieve a free choice scarf in the sun. And Fluttermane Sun teams
Got a
were
contract
absolutely
here.
everywhere. It was to the point where you only win a game if you win a speed tag against the enemy Fluttermane. Trust me, I was there, I played this meta, and it was ridiculous. The other Pokemon that was banned alongside Fluttermane was of course Houndstone, who didn't stay banned permanently, but was banned in the initial metagame because it was, at the time, the only Pokemon who was able to learn the insanely broken new move Last Respects. Last Respects might be the most powerful attack I've ever seen. Last Respects is a ghost type attack that starts at 50 power. And for each time a party member has fainted, this move gains 50 more base power. With 5 fainted allies, Last Respects
Enemy
has an
soldier
absurd
incoming.
300 base power, which is so high that Houndstone, with a choice band, one hit KO even Pokemon that resist Ghost, because even taking half damage from a 300 power attack is still a 150 power attack in
I'm getting a
essence.
signal. Try
The
not
only
to
real
screw this
counterplay to this were normal types, which just kind of suck in Gen 9. There's not many good ones. You could terrestrialize normal to become a normal type, but that's a lot to ask. Blowing your Terra just to not die to this insanely powerful move with ridiculous base power. Now, of course, your whole team has to die to be able to buff the move, but it was to the point where you would just spam moves like Memento and Explosion, specifically to feint your team and get the Houndstone in, so it could just spam Last
Squad mate
Respects.
is redeployed.
What made
Well done.
Houndstone even more ridiculous was its activated Sand Rush, which grants double speed in the sand. So you run a Tyranitar
Welcome to the
or a
Shadow
Hippo
Link,
instead
my
of a
friend.
Sandstorm, bringing the Houndstone, not running anything and just clicking Last Respects. And sweeping entire teams unless they have literally a normal type. So yeah, Houndstone is banned in this. A lot of people think that the move should have been banned instead, but at the time, Houndstone was the only one with access to this move, so they chose to ban it. This is what they usually do. They don't really ban signature moves because they're part of Pokemon's identities. If only one Pokemon gets a move, they usually just evaluate that Pokemon. But later on, this ruling would be changed. We'll get to
Squad
that
mates are in
in
the
the
safe
future.
zone.
These two bans, by the way, were
closing in.
quick bans, which means the public did not get to vote on these. The Gen 9 OU Council voted on it, and action was taken immediately. This happened a lot in Gen 9 because there were just so many broken
Enemies
things
dropping
that the
into the
due
AO.
process of voting every single broken thing would have taken literal years, honestly. We would still be doing suspect picks, probably, if every single thing was suspect. And Fluttermane and Houndstone were so obviously overpowered that they quick banned them. And you'll notice that early on they quick banned a lot of stuff. Why don't we get on to more examples?
Enemy move.
Enemy destroyed.
We follow it to Pokemon quick bans to Palafin and Iron Bundle, both banned at the same time. Palafin is sort of an interesting Pokemon design. It's a water type, and in its base state it has very bad stats. It's a very below average and not anything special. But if you simply switch out your Palafin and switch it
Supply
back
box is
in,
marked.
it
Secure those
transforms
locations.
into the Palafin Hero. The Palafin Hero form basically has legendary
kill.
level
Marking the rest of that
stats.
squad
It has an
as attack
absurd
mode.
160 base attack, higher than that of Groudon, 100 base speed, 100 HP, and it even has a pretty high special attack stat. Plus it's a mono water type. That alone is incredible, but what really pushed Palafin to absurd territory was its signature move, Jet Punch, which is a water type priority move with 60 power. Aqua Jet, 40 power. It's still used competitively all the time. So the fact that this Pokemon had not only incredibly high for the OU power level, it also had this incredible water type priority move, and with the assistance of Terra to enable its bulk-up status, options like Taunt to prevent counterplay to its setup, preventing Whirlwind from all haze. It could just bulk up and spam Jet Punch and even drain the as a form of
One supply box
healing
down.
and
2 remain.
coverage on the fighting type. Terra could be used to prevent by terrestrial in water, or you could Terra Steel was a common option, because Terra Steel makes you immune to poison and resistance to grass, which is a type that can hit you. Overall, Palafin was just absurd. It was ridiculous. And it did not take very long at all for it to get banned. No. A lot of people defended Palafin, saying, well, there's a drawback. It starts in the crappy form and it has to switch out. But a lot of people realized very quickly that enabling the Palafin hero form in 66 singles is just really easy. You can lead with Palafin and make a defensive switch and bring Palafin in with a pivoting move or even just directly, and now you're a literal legendary. It's not difficult at all. This was clearly designed more around VGC doubles, where leading with Palafin and switching it out and back in is a much more difficult process because games are quicker and a lot is happening in VGC. In singles, though, it's insanely easy to just get into hero form and start going to the moon. The thing was insanely powerful. And then there's Iron Bundle, the funniest broken Pokemon I think ever. Iron Bundle is Robot Delibird from the future with, for some reason, an absolutely outstanding stat distribution. Also kind of legendary luck. The guy has an incredible 124 special attack, an absurd 136 speed, even faster than Fluttermane, faster than basically almost everything. An Iron Bundle is an ice water type Pokemon, and with the combination of freeze dry, Hydro Pump, and even pivoting with U-turn and flip turn, Iron Bundle had perfect coverage. Because freeze dry hits water types, and these types just cover each other perfectly. There is no switch into Iron Bundle that doesn't take at least a big neutral damage. Plus it's outrunning everything, and even if there is a switch in like Blissey, you can just pivot on it. I don't know why they made Robot Delibird so overtuned and powerful, but this Pokemon was crazy. It was just impossible to switch in against when it's on the field. The counterplay was so limited. The counterplay there was didn't even work because it also pivots. So yeah, Iron Bundle was also strictly banned. I actually love using Iron Bundle for the very limited amount of time. It was like a week or so. And being banned. Ridiculously powerful. After another week and a bit, there was yet another series of quick bans. 3 Pokemon were banned on the same day. All on the same day. Now what the hell's going on with these? Chi-Yu was absolutely running rampant in the brief amount of time it was legal. This is one of the most powerful special attackers Ubers has ever seen, and I know that there were just 2 examples of that moments ago with Fluttermane and Iron Bundle, but Chi-Yu was also insane. This Pokemon is one of the new Ruinous Quartets. It has a massive 135 special attack, 100 speed, and solid special defense of 120, and it has the ability Beads of Ruin, which serves to nerf the enemy's special defense. And thanks to this ability, multiplying the enemy's special defense by 0.75, I think Chi-Yu had something like an effective 170 base special attack. The thing had no switch chains whatsoever. Nothing could save the switch from Chi-Yu. Even Blissey was getting two-shot by Fire Blast. Resistances were getting destroyed by Overheat. And just the sheer damage output of this. Dark Pulse spam was incredible. Dark is a fantastic offensive type. She used Terra Dark Pulse was so positive. People were so desperate for a Chi-Yu switcher that they were starting to use Dark Spine because it's resistant to Dark and immune to fire. But even this just gets 2-hit KO by Psychic. Even on a weak, unboosted attack like Psychic. The Specs Chi-Yu was popular. There was also Hypnotic Boots, Nasty Plot Chi-Yu, there was Choice Scarf Chi-Yu to be a bit faster. The thing was ridiculous. For a very straightforward reason, sort of shades of Dracovish, isn't it? Insane damage output that we've never seen before. Even like Ting Lu is not safe. These hard special moves get decimated by Chi-Yu was banned, of course. Then there was Annihilate. Annihilate, another crazy Pokemon. Annihilate may seem a bit more balanced than what we've talked about so far when you play a solid but not insane stat distribution. Great HP, great defenses, even high base speed actually. What made Annihilate so powerful was yet another insane signature. Very similar to Last Respects. It was Rage. In some ways, Rage Fist is even stronger than Last Respect because it doesn't require your team to die to use it. They're very comparable moves. Rage Fist is yet another ghost-type physical attack that starts at 50 power, and it gains 50 power each time Annihilate is hit at all. So not only by strong attacks is good damage to Annihilate, but even with things like U-turn or resisted hits will power up Rage Fist. And honestly, even just getting hit once and having a 100 power ghost-type attack is good enough. One more hit and it's 150. If you keep hitting it and it keeps surviving, it's going to achieve a 300 power attack, just like Last Respect. And of course, to beat a Pokemon, you have to attack this, so you can't really play around with it. One thing you can do is stand if you die at the point, so you better be faster. Annihilate has just as a good neutral defensive type, and go full special defense so that you can take the electric hits. And with the help of Bulk Up, Drain Punch, and Rage Fist, you could one-shot most things, and the things that resist Rage Fist are, normal types and dark types. Guess what? Drain Punch is not only stab boosting as it goes fighting, it's going to heal you all the way back up, and now it's just even more impossible because you have defensive boosts, full special defense, and it only makes it more powerful. Stopping status from preventing your sweep, but it's stopping whirlwind from King Lu or something. Haze, any sort of counterplay possible is just... Yeah, Annihilate was really... And then there was Cyclozar, who at the time was also the abuser of a...
I'm just gonna do it right now. It's just, you just told me. It's a house. I don't know what's not so confused. I need to decide if you are a witness to what happened tonight. I am a witness.
This is 18-year-old Bradley Stoutmines. Right now, he has no idea he's under suspicion for the fatal shooting of the East Ridge. The suspicion that will land him behind bars.
The evidence supports that there was more than one and you were there. Yeah. Oh, I was there? Yes. How do you know I was there?
Just hours earlier, Bradley and his friends set out looking for fun. What they did instead was like a citywide manhunt, a 25-minute police chase, and an interrogation that would reveal what really happened that night and who actually pulled the trigger.
This is a homicide investigation. Okay, a homicide? What you mean? Do you know what a homicide is? No, sir. You don't? It's a murder. What? He's dead. Oh my... Who? Who, sir? No, please tell me who.
On the night of July 30th, 2023, Lansing police were flooded with 911 calls about a drive-by shooting on East Kalamazoo Street. Officers arrived to find 22-year-old Jose Manuel de Jesus Flores with a gunshot wound to the chest. He didn't survive, and the car was long gone. Then, another call came in. That same vehicle was now tied to a second shooting across the city.
Once they arrived, they say the suspect was in a stolen vehicle and a chase began.
When officers spotted the stolen Ford Escape, it took off, causing a 25-minute chase at over 100 miles an hour, ended only by a pit maneuver. 6 teenagers were taken into custody, including 18-year-old Bradley Stoutmines. Now, detectives had to figure out who pulled the trigger, and if Bradley was as innocent as he claimed.
I want you to start at the beginning and walk me all the way through it, okay? Okay, can I do something real quick though? Yeah. Okay, you do me a favor? I can try. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, look, I'm just gonna break it to you, but I'm gonna tell you everything that happened, and I swear to God, it's gonna be on the truth. I put it on my mom. Half of it's gonna go with it. Everybody that's in the car, they're gonna go with it. But I wanna talk to my mom. If I could just talk to her for a little bit, I could tell her, I promise you. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you where we're at, and that's a more than fair compromise. Yeah, I can tell you everything. But listen, this is where I'm at right now. We gotta go over my rules first. Go ahead, man. All right. My rules are, but you pretty much already covered them. All right, gotcha. Don't lie to me. I'm not. All right. The only thing I would say to you is, I would much rather have you. If you don't know, you don't know. All right. All right. But if you say I don't know, and what you meant to say is I don't want to tell you, do we both agree that's not the same thing? Exactly. All right? I don't know is I don't know.
Right.
I can handle that. I don't want to tell you. I can handle that. Just don't get the two confused.
Gotcha.
All right? Thirdly is this. I am going to ask questions that I already know the answer to.
Right.
All right? And if you steer me wrong on one of those questions, it's not to manipulate you. It's not to be a bad guy. It's just I've been doing this for too long. All right? And now, moving on to your question. In regards to the integrity of this investigation, I'm not comfortable until at least I'm comfortable. And if I get comfortable and we get through where we need to get, you are absolutely going to get on the phone with your mom. But to do that now before we even get garden isn't fair to anyone here, okay?
It's funny how Bradley has the audacity to make demands before the questioning even begins, like he's holding the country's biggest secrets. But while he sits there, all comfortable on that king-size couch they've given him, it's about to become the hottest seat in the room the moment the detective starts asking the real questions. That's when he'll realize his 18-year-old developing brain is no match for the years of experience sitting across from it.
You walk me through the beginning to the end, and we can pause at that point in time and reevaluate that request. Is that fair?
Look, okay, I'm gonna shoot you like this. Look, I'm gonna break half of it to you.
All right.
The truck, all right?
Describe it to me.
It's a Ford truck with a red design on it, right? A couple of days ago, my friend I got in touch with. I have a car of my own, so I'm going to driver's ed and everything. My car has broke down. My friend had an extra spare car, but at the same time, he's been on a bad path himself. So I've been trying to keep myself away from him and this and that. So I called him. I asked him, like, do anybody got a car I can use? I give him money. So he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, this is what I can do for you. He was like, you give me some money. He was like, I can give you that. He said, the car is fucked up and everything. He was like, just don't be speeding in it and just do that. So I'm like, all right. So, I got everybody, I picked everybody up and I took them, they asked to go a couple places. So it was just, I don't want to keep talking. I do want to speak to my mom first. That's the part, but the next, after that part, that's when, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know what, how can I say it? How did you say it to me earlier? I don't know, and...
There's a difference between I don't know and I don't want to tell you.
Okay, I don't want to tell you that part. I do, if my mom tell me to come in here and just, I'm scared by myself right now.
Okay. 6 people in that vehicle. Yeah. 6 people in that vehicle when the night began?
Yeah. 6
people in that vehicle when the night ended?
Yeah.
How did the night end?
The night, that's the part I don't want to talk about.
Well, it's pretty simple, right?
Bradley is clearly sticking to the safest parts of the story, conveniently leaving out every detail that actually matters. He and his dumb little crew were riding around in a stolen car, looking for random targets in something they called fun shooting. Pick a stranger, pull the trigger, drive off. Most of them had been in and out of jail like seasoned criminals, yet none were smart enough to realize shooting people for fun ends with a life sentence. But only one of the 6 pulled the trigger, and whether that was Bradley is exactly what this detective is trying to find out. And if you're fishing for cases where dumb teens think they can outsmart a seasoned detective, subscribe, because there's a lot more of that here.
So, okay, so what are you talking about? What happened with you on your end? If you could bring me that part, I can tell you.
No, that's fair. And this is kind of how this works. That's a compromise, all right? I'm trying to work with you. What I need you to understand is I'm trying to work with you. You're also on felony probation.
Right.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right? And I don't want to be mean about that. I don't want to be threatening about that. But can we both agree that a 100-mile-an-hour chase through the entire city of Lansing that ended with blowing red lights, traffic, and civilians, that's not gonna look good for you.
Right.
Do we agree?
Right.
All right. Is it fair to say that you probably need me?
Yeah, I do.
More than I need you, because there's 6 of you.
Right.
Right? But what I will tell you this, You thus far are the most direct, blunt, and cooperative person, and that goes a long way with me. All right. The other thing I want to talk to you about is, and this right is the part when I say venue. Okay. There is a reason why we tried to stop that vehicle,
Right.
and there is a reason that vehicle did not stop.
Right.
All right. And I don't want you. I'm not trying to push comfort.
And excuse me, I would like to say, did y'all claiming me for the driver?
Well, you've already put yourself as the driver
They said I
to
did.
begin with. No, you
No,
did. You told me you were the
In
driver.
the chase, I wasn't chasing.
All right. Well, there's an easy way around that. Who was driving the vehicle during the chase?
Yeah.
Thank you. The entire chase?
Yeah.
Okay. He's the driver, and where were you sitting?
Passengers. Yeah, I was trying to hold the car so they can stay still from the passengers.
All right, you're the shotgun driver.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
All right. Your shotgun, it's a Ford Escape, correct? So there's no middle seat. There's a center console, correct?
He was sitting on top of the middle console trying to jump in the back. Yeah.
Okay, but he was the driver.
Yeah.
He was the driver throughout the entire pursuit.
Why you think the car was going? Why you think they?
You guys slowed down and sped up so many times?
Yeah. No. Why you think they hit us? They wouldn't caught us. It would have took a minute for them to caught us. Only reason the car we really stopped is because the car was going.
When they hit you, it was when you guys were trying to switch out.
He was trying to know. He
Just
was trying to get out. Yeah. And I'm scared and.
And you tried to control the vehicle so you guys didn't get crashed and hurt?
No. Yeah, like I was like, he hit the patrol car, hit the side of it. I told him, I was like, bro, please slow down. The lights, just everything he was flying. And it just scared the shit out of me.
100+ miles an hour through red lights. You're lucky you're not dead.
Right.
You're far more lucky you didn't kill somebody.
Right.
16-year-old Aiden Wilson was one of the 16s out joyriding with Bradley and his crew. And according to Bradley, he was the one behind the wheel during the police chase. But that's not what this detective is interested in. He's trying to get Bradley to talk about what happened before the chase, the shooting. And if you've noticed, Bradley keeps finding a way to steer the conversation anywhere but there, because that's where his real involvement begins. But now, the question is, how will the detective get Bradley to tell the truth on what happened?
I'm trying to get us there to a position where we can settle down, but we are not there yet.
Right.
All right? And I think you know why we're not there yet.
Right.
All right? And the reason why...
I know what you want to talk about.
What do I want to talk about?
Talk about the chase, right?
The chase? I don't give a f*** about the chase.
Oh,
I want to talk about why you were running.
Running from the
police.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't see all the police behind us? It was like goddamn 19 police patrols after us.
But why was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't you just hear me?
I
heard
did.
what I said.
So don't f*** this up.
Right, man.
All right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm just.
So I'm gonna pause you right here because I don't want you to lie.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this
and that's very important.
Yeah,
sometimes people need perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you what I call perspective, and then I want you to reevaluate that situation so we can move forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know why you were running from the police. And I know you know why those police cars were behind you. And what I want to take you back to is you said you went to a bunch of places.
Yeah.
Okay? I want you to list out those places. Okay?
What do I get, though? If I tell you this, what do I get?
Well, there's a couple of things that happened tonight. And you and I both know what they are. And what I'm trying to establish is the following.
So
okay?
when I go to jail tonight?
Just listen. That, I don't have an answer to that.
Okay.
All right?
Well, look.
But let me
wait. Let me tell you this. If you let me get one free phone call, I'm just saying it.
You're absolutely going to get a phone call.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying this because if I get the okay to speak, because you can't, I really don't want to speak without a lawyer, but I'd rather talk to you now, but I want to hear from my auntie first because she would tell me, like, just go ahead and let it just tell you. But I do feel comfortable telling you, because, you know, I just told you, I wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't me, but I was around them, so, you know, it brings me in.
I'm gonna make this as easy for you as I can, but I can't put words in your mouth.
Right.
One, I want to confirm you want to talk to me right now,
Yeah,
correct?
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I understand you want to talk to your auntie, and you want to get legal advice from your auntie. But as it stands right now, I read you Miranda and you understood it, correct?
Yeah.
And you want to talk to me right now?
What have I said first?
You haven't said anything.
Exactly.
But are you listening to me?
You need me, though. I'm trying to tell you.
You need me.
Man.
You need me.
Because look.
Hey.
50-50 both ways, you know?
I feel you. I'm here for that.
50 both ways.
Can I make it easier for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's on camera.
It's on camera?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You know what's not on camera?
What?
Who was it?
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't know. You're going to stand here and tell me it's not you or it is you, or you ain't told me shit.
Right.
So I'm asking.
You asking?
I need to know, are you a witness or are you an accused?
Look.
And dude, I know what my heart's saying.
Okay, look. But look. Be real.
I am.
Okay, I'm trying to be real to you. After I just told you what I just said, I swear to God, I'm going to tell you the truth, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. I'm going to tell you the truth, but I'm just saying, whatever you claiming, it ain't me. But it was in my car, so you're going to most definitely think I was with it, right? So, only thing I'm going to tell you is that whatever went on tonight that you so-called said, that you got your call in for, I can't help you out right now. I can't. I have to think of a legal way to be able to do it. I'm going to give you the truth.
You ever heard the statement that if you are in the getaway car at the bank,
you was accused.
Do you know what it's called?
Yeah.
It's called accessory.
Accessory, yeah.
After the fact.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't after the fact. This is during the fact.
Right.
So I can we both just sit here for a hot minute and ask ourselves this? There are certain ways. Let me just explain to you how I usually get to where I get. Okay. There's a couple of ways. One way is right here and now tonight. I've got 6 people, and I would have a better chance of winning the Mega Millions than these 6 people all telling me the exact same lie.
All right.
Okay? But if you lie to me in a homicide investigation,
all right,
you're
right. Exactly.
Scenario. You either did murder someone in cold blood for entertainment tonight, or you were out just having a night out and shit rogue, and you did not sign up for that. It's black and white.
Oh, you is right. You is kind of getting me a little bit, It's like a 50-50 chance right now.
It's not.
It is, though.
This is your life.
Okay. So, what could I say?
You can tell me the truth, sir.
I can't tell you that.
You can't?
Well, I can tell you the truth. I can most definitely tell you the truth, but I just don't feel right saying the truth right now. I don't want that used against me in court because what if I say something that,
Well, did anybody in the vehicle have a weapon? Well, let's start with this. Did you have a gun?
No, sir.
Okay.
I swear to God, that one, just keep me out of that. I really want to, I don't
have a gun?
No.
Did you have a gun?
I don't want to point it because I don't want to do that because you don't understand. It's going to look so bad on me. And then it's going to be on my record that I told.
Right after agreeing to talk to the detective, Bradley suddenly switches up, saying he really doesn't want to snitch on his friends. Who's going to tell him he's just as guilty as they are? And whether he confesses or not, he's still looking at a very long prison sentence. After more than 30 minutes of the detective trying to get him to talk, Bradley continues to speak off point, and it's clearly starting to frustrate the detective. But the real question is, why was Bradley so desperate to cover for Aiden and the others? And would his friends do the same if they were under this kind of pressure?
Was there a gun in the vehicle?
Listen.
Does that make it easier?
No. Listen. I'm going to tell you. I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing. No, I didn't say it was gun in the vehicle or not. Okay, but look. I'm going to say this. So I can get myself out the spot, and this is the only thing I can just tell you for right now. Move me to a witness. I'm not an accuser. Move me to a witness.
Only you can do that. I can't do that.
Well,
You can do that. I can't do that.
okay, then.
And once you're a witness, like I said, that's a different game, and there's different things. If you're worried about certain things, then we'll play by that. But you need to make yourself a witness or a defendant.
Witness.
You want to be a witness?
Yeah.
Then make yourself a witness. What did you witness?
I don't want to talk about that.
That's not really how a witness works.
I know, man. I know. Like, I just.
Who had a gun? Show me you're a witness.
I just gotta get my mind clear, man.
I don't know what there is to clear. I understand you're in a difficult situation, but I think the real question that we need to ask right now is, did you choose to put yourself there, or did somebody else put you there? Did somebody else's action put you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who?
It's so much right now. How long would it be if I have to speak with a lawyer?
You keep bringing up lawyers, and I've already read it and given you the rules. So how long? That would depend on multiple factors that I can't answer, and I don't want to mislead you because I've been very open and honest with you. All right? I have been incredibly open and honest with you. What happens and how this moves forward, I'm not the one. I can't answer that question. I don't have a crystal ball.
And
I'm telling you right now.
I don't want to.
This is a homicide investigation.
I know. Okay, a homicide. What you mean?
Do you know what a homicide is?
No, sir.
You don't? It's a murder.
What?
He's dead.
Oh my. Who? Who, sir? No, please tell me who. Please tell me who. Just tell me who, please. Please, sir. Can you just tell me?
If you want to act like you give a
I do, sir.
Then you need to make some real man decisions.
Okay, man, just can you
But when
please
I
tell
say
me
this
who?
is a homicide investigation.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Right, bullshit.
I didn't.
I'm trying to help, but at some point we're going to have to take the gloves off, and we're going to have to be men.
This has to be the dumbest act of pretending I've ever seen. How exactly do you act surprised that this is a homicide investigation when the detective has said the word homicide more than twice since you've sat down? I'm certain his 16-year-old friend could cook up a better lie than this. And for someone who's been through an interrogation before, I would have expected Bradley to know better. Clearly, experience taught him nothing. But while he thinks keeping quiet will save him from what's coming next, he has no idea that 5 other suspects are sitting in other rooms, and it only takes one of them talking for detectives to learn exactly what happened in that car and which seat Bradley was in when the shots went off.
Okay, look.
Go.
I can tell you this. This is the only thing I can tell you. Okay?
You're going to need to tell me more than that.
Okay, look. This is the only thing I can tell you. I'm going to help you out with this, and I can't do it no more. And if you can't work with that, then you can't. Okay.
Do what you can do.
Okay, look. Give me a piece of paper, and I'm going to write a name out on it, right? But you gotta do me a favor though.
I'm listening. Do you want to just write your statement and not say it?
No, look. This is what I want you to do.
Go.
I want you to. I'm gonna say this. It is on the record. Probably. I am a witness. But what I'm gonna do is, I can write a name out for you. That's the only thing I can do for you. And
you need to write out what that person did.
Okay, I got you.
I think you want me to leave you be?
No, but look, this is what I want you to do though.
Yeah.
It's a trick though. Whatever they said, you don't tell me what they said though. Give me a name. And when I'm done writing the name out, you gonna take the pen so you know I ain't gonna be able to say nothing. You know I'm not gonna be able to say nothing, all right, gang?
Well, I'm not following.
Okay, so look. I'm gonna put a name on the paper.
Go.
Whoever they say, remember you told me, it's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna talk, right? You go get them people that you think gonna talk and come back to me and tell me what they said. But don't tell me what they said. Just give me.
You're gonna confirm it.
Yeah, just give me the name, and
Okay.
I'm gonna open the paper up. I'm gonna give you the subjects like that. I'm not gonna say anything else, but I'm going to give you this, and then I will. If we go from there, I can let you know what happened.
I want you to, no.
That's the
No, it sounds like
right there.
is it? It sounds
That's
like
the
a fun game of charades, but that's not what I'm in here playing.
So
the
what
bad
happens if I
guys.
keep my mouth closed?
What?
What happens if I keep my mouth closed?
What happens if you keep your mouth closed? Bro, you got enough crimes racked up on you that you're gonna be begging to talk to me. And I'm gonna make it, but it's just a matter of how long you want to drag this out and how many crimes you want to be charged with. You don't sound like a witness to me. I gotta be honest with you.
What I sound like to you?
You sound like a guy that's gonna around and find out.
Man,
You sound like a guy that's like, hey, if you think I'm guilty, then go ahead and bring what you got.
Look, man,
and you're not that guy.
I didn't say I was, because look, I don't want you to bring what you got, because look, at the
You're
end of
not
the day,
that guy.
you're the law, and I am just a citizen. You have rights to do things to me that I can't do.
I'm
Right,
both
so,
citizens.
man, I'm just
Both
saying.
trying to do a job.
Fed up with the endless back and forth, the detective steps out for a few minutes to talk to the other suspects pulled from that same car. And here's the beautiful part. The very friends Bradley swore he'd never betray didn't think twice before spilling everything. And the part Bradley never saw coming, they pinned it all on him. So now he's losing on both sides. And the obvious question is, will he finally tell the truth or go to jail for a friend who clearly isn't willing to go to jail for him?
I got good news for you.
Okay. All right, so
I think I know why you're confused and why you want me to talk, okay? And I do. I know why.
It's bad news.
No, it's good news for you.
No, it's bad. I know it is.
Okay.
I know it is. I know it is. It's bad, ain't it? It's bad. Did they tell you it was my car?
Oh, we're way beyond that. We're so far beyond that.
That's
all right.
I ain't doing all of that.
Okay, but I'm telling you right now, if you're confused on what we need to be talking about, it's good for you. So take a minute. Do you want this pen? You're gonna write for me or no? I'm gonna give you a minute, and then I'm gonna come back in here. And then look, don't get frustrated.
I'm gonna tell you. I just so look, can I just get a little bit leverage of leeway? Did they say I did it? Did they say that I drive? What did they say I did? That's why I'm asking you.
You're at some point gonna have to trust me.
Yeah, I know, I understand that. But if you just help me out, then that's what I'm asking you. You don't gotta tell me a name or anything.
Do I look like I'm lying to you?
No, but you telling me good news, but the good news might not be good news, might be bad.
It's good.
It is. You sure?
Everybody makes mistakes.
Right.
It's what we do after the mistake that makes the man.
This is something big as f***. Okay, yeah. It wasn't me.
I know.
You know who it is. You know who it is. It's so funny, you didn't pick them out of all people. Out of all people. But look, I'm gonna just...
You gotta tell me what happened.
I can't tell you what happened, I just give you a name.
Okay. You gotta say it. Say it again. Look at me. Hey, you said it twice. That's enough. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm gonna say the name, then you're gonna nod yes or no. What the fuck were you guys doing?
He asked me to use the car. He told me literally they were cool. He told me that. And I'm like, he was the only person, that's as far as I can go. He was the only person in the car with them.
You gotta tell me what happened. You gotta tell me what you were thinking. Did you mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have to, listen, do you know that part of the crime is what we call intent?
Okay, well, let me tell you this.
Do you know what I mean by that?
I'm going to tell you this, okay? He asked to go over there.
Go where?
He asked to go to that location.
You have to say.
I don't know the location. I don't, sir. Just listen to me, okay?
Yes,
just
sir.
give me the best I can get. He asked me to go to a location. He told me that some was going down and this and that. I told him I don't want nothing to do with it. Background, probation too. So they calling me and stuff and making me like it's just him. So I asked to get out the car. I was like, you know, literally right around like the corner, but I asked to get out the car. That's all I asked. I don't know what they did. They just swung by, picked me up. I asked him to get out the car because he was speeding and let me drive the car. By the time I got down there to the light, the police sped past us and they hopped behind me and like, bro, speed, go, just go. They was telling me go. I got in the driver's seat and then took it from there. I asked him like, bro, you know, you need to stop, bro. It's 12 police behind us. We're not gonna lose them. They followed us all around the city.
When they first started pursuing you, you were driving?
Yes, sir.
And then switched over?
Yeah, I didn't know what was the reason for them pulling me over.
Okay.
I didn't. So they just hopped behind me quick as hell. So did they give you that name too?
In regards to what?
I guess the homicide you said.
How many shootings did you guys do tonight?
Sir, I don't put me in that one. I'm not
putting you in it. Your peers are putting you in it.
Oh.
How many shootings were you involved in? And remember when I said I was going to ask you questions that I already know the answer to?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, and listen to me good.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
Okay.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand you're scared. But you have to, you at some point have to pivot and understand the situation that you're in.
All right.
All right? You said there was only one person with a gun and it was...
Yes.
Okay. Is the only person that fired a gun tonight?
I don't know.
Bull.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it right here.
Fair. And you're following the rules that I gave you. Did you fire a gun tonight?
No, sir.
You say that with confidence?
Yes, no,
Is
sir.
that the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Were you driving the vehicle every time a gun was fired?
No, sir.
Tonight?
No, sir.
Okay.
And I don't remember when I was driving the car, no gunshots was fired.
That's a lie.
No gunshots. I promise you. When I was in the car, literally, no gunshots was fired.
And I'm telling you right now that I know that is a lie.
Why you
So
say
you're okay. Don't get frustrated. I am telling you, look at me. That's a lie.
The only reason Bradley covered for his friends was simple. Pointing the finger at Aiden as the shooter would also expose his own role as the driver and willing participant. Now that he knows his friends never returned the favor, Bradley finally decides to tell the truth. His friend's own role disappears. Leaving one person dead, several others injured.
2 more months.
But Bradley wasn't in the You see that? The moment his role in all of this was revealed, it was clear that he wasn't going to see the outside of a prison cell for a very long time.
So I'm gonna just leave it.
I'm sorry, say again?
You said how many times the gun was fired? You said after the gun was fired while I was driving. That's what you said, sir?
That is what I said.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, no, what I said was, you said the gun was not fired when you were in the car. And I said, that is a lie.
Why do you say that?
Because it's a lie.
Now you're dead, buddy. Now you're
I know that. I'm not going to tell you that. And this is the reason why. Alright? Again, I genuinely like you.
I'm gonna be some too.
I know that doesn't matter to you, but I do. I truly believe you. I appreciate you being open with me. We both know that was not the only shots fired shooting tonight. I appreciate you telling me the shooting that took place just prior to you guys being chased was... Yes. Okay. Are you ready? The shooting prior to that. How many shootings did you have today? How many shots fired did you guys have today? Dude, help me help you.
I'm trying to tell you the truth. What man do you know that don't look away? And like that's how you know it's like I've been staring at you. You can't cap. I've been staring at you this whole time in your eyes.
You have. And you've been more than fair. The shooting that took place right before was a shooting that was committed by your vehicle. Was the shooter. You correct? Okay. Thank you for being honest with me in regards to that. I appreciate it. What did he do with the gun? Okay. During the pursuit, did you guys throw anything from the vehicle?
No, I was just focused on what I was trying to tell him to slow down because he was driving.
He was driving like a madman.
Yeah.
Okay. There were several incidents that occurred that night.
Yeah, sir. But look, I'm gonna just tell you the truth, okay? I only know, the only shooting that I know of is the stuff that you just told me.
And I'm telling you that the evidence supports that there was more than one and you were there.
Oh, I was there?
Yes.
How do you know I was there?
Again, I'm trying to determine the difference between witness and accused. How many times did he fire?
It sounded like maybe I was fired at one time.
He fired one time. Did you see him fire the weapon? Yeah, that sounds a little like bull to me.
No, I literally told you I was around the corner. I'm not capping to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's the only person that
Nobody did you have in the vehicle with the gun? What did he say the reason for the shooting was? Why did he shoot?
He really had beef with a lot of people. It's a lot of gang members that he had beef with. They just had to shoot a couple days ago.
What brought you to that location?
With him, he just told me just to stop there. He said just let him drive. But he just made it seem like he was on board.
You drove to that location.
I drove like half of it.
You drove to the location. And what was that location?
I don't know. That's the thing. I just told you I was around the corner.
Where were you guys at prior to that?
From the very beginning, the detective knew Bradley was no witness. But Bradley had no idea that was just a tactic to get him talking. Now, he's stuck explaining his role as a witness, which is pretty hard to do when a witness isn't supposed to play any part of a crime. Bradley did. There's a huge legal difference between helping after a crime has already happened
Come here,
and
motherfucker.
helping while it's happening. Bradley wasn't covering things up afterward. He was driving the car during the shooting itself. That makes him an active participant, whether he pulled the trigger or not. But even after knowing all this, what they can't fully put together is how it all plays out. Because that is a detail only Bradley and his dumb crew knows.
Did you see the gun in the car?
Is that all y'all got? Come on now. Oh shit. Seriously?
Not always. I'm asking you because I don't know the answer.
Thank you, team.
How do you know was the shooter? Your stuff, the real question I'm trying to ask right now is, do you want to go to prison for the rest of your life? So the question is, are you a participant in murder, or are you a witness to a murder? I don't want to play hot and cold with you. We just did that for the last hour.
Oh my god!
Alright? And I'm trying to help you by telling you that there's 5 other people over here and 4 weapons. And I'm trying to explain to you that there's also witnesses and there's also video. And I understand the one incident, but you are a witness here. And I'm going to walk out of this room and let them know so decisions can be made in regards to that. There were other incidents. You were able to know that.
Oh, cool.
There incidents you would remember.
No, I don't remember.
You would.
What was the incident?
The games are running its course, Bradley. And with all due respect, Bradley, at this point, I don't know why we're still playing. I mean, it rationally doesn't make sense to me. I'll help refresh your memory. When you guys were driving around, this was somebody, and I guess I'm not going to reference anyone individual. Someone in that car was firing a gun. And you more than likely to go to the gun and fire it. You don't remember.
Yes.
Seems like something you remember,
The
though,
best
doesn't
mode
it?
they had yet.
And also remember that we talked about this. There's a difference between I don't remember and I don't want to tell you.
Yes. They are really
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah, we was driving down the street. The street is down the street. Do you know where Kalamazoo Street?
I absolutely do.
Do you know where it's like a parson, right?
Well, there's a few. You're the east side or west side? Yes, sir.
So you know that Wendy's on that street?
It's a Wendy's.
Yeah, true.
Wendy's on Kalamazoo and the train track. Yes.
Bro, go on there.
It's in there. So, and I'm thinking they want me to pull up so they can talk to me. Bro, hurry up and spin around. Come back. Wait. Also, they was like, they was holding their hands in their bodies. He shot, no, not again, but he shot. I didn't know that.
What?
Were they on this side of the street?
Yeah, I'm coming up the street like this, they right here. Yeah, but you're driving. Yeah, so like this.
And now we're
Stand right here.
Up in here.
You lean up out there.
So I'm not even sure.
I'm
Like this, and they're standing over here.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro. Damn. I'm in the spot, though.
How many times you fired?
I'm getting physical.
More than 2. Did you know that your car was stolen?
Yeah, like I said, I got
No, run! Move
I mean, you do you, but...
I'm telling you the truth. I have
don't want to do it for bullshit, bro.
You find you're paying somebody you don't want to tell me $50 a day to drive that car. You were essentially renting the car.
What is that? Yeah. You said you're renting the car. Yeah.
You rented cars.
Get out that building.
This is my first time.
Just he rent people a lot of cars.
Other people, he give them cars. Like,
I'm gonna ask this question. I don't want to tell you. Did you know that car was stolen?
That's why I
Did you have an idea that car was stolen?
Bradley was behind the wheel of the stolen SUV, while Aiden wanted to do the same with an open fire with complete strangers before they sped away. One of those bullets struck Jose in the chest. Then they drove to another location and did the exact same thing. This time, multiple people were injured, including Bradley's own cousin. But Bradley didn't care. Aiden was the only one who pulled the trigger. Bradley drove the car, picked the locations, and made the shootings possible. The other passengers, including a minor, played no role in the attacks.
I'm being real with you. The guy in Kalamazoo Street's the guy that's dead. The guy in Kalamazoo Street's the guy that's dead. The guy you shot, that got shot at Kalamazoo Street, he got shot and he's dead. Oh, so not your cousin. Your cousin.
Look, that's what happened.
God, that's not gonna look good. The guy, your cousin's in the operating room right now. He still could die. They don't know yet.
Okay. But, oh yeah. I only know Warmer that lives in, yeah, I don't know where.
He's just a guy walking down the street.
He took no, but they was actually acting like they knew his guys. They was like, that's my friend, that's why I was
Speak English? Yes. So, does he speak English?
Bradley Stout Miles was sentenced to 27 to 60 years in prison for first-degree murder. The one who actually pulled the trigger was sentenced to 35 to 70 years, with the judge calling his actions the senseless killing of a man who was simply minding his own business. Jose Manuel de Jesus Flores was a complete stranger to both of them, gunned down for nothing more than being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Our hearts go out to his family, who have lost him forever. Should Bradley have gotten the same time as Aiden for driving that car? Or does pulling the trigger deserve the harsher sentence? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.
This is a 1997 Lexus SC300, and it's a look back at a totally different era of Lexus. In the days before SUVs and crossovers took over, luxury coupes were a big deal. Every luxury brand had to have one, and the SC was Lexus's. Today, I'm going to review this original old-school SC300 and show you all of its quirks and features. Before I get started, big news, this SC300 is currently for sale and it's being auctioned live on Cars and Bids. This is a special car. It's a one-owner SC300. The owner is selling it. He bought it new in August 1997 and he's owned it here in California ever since, and it can be yours on Cars and Bids. So, once you finish watching this video, click the link in the description below to visit the live auction for this SC300, where you can bid on it and buy it only on Cars and Bids. All right, time for the quirks and features of the original Lexus SC. And I'm going to start with a few basics that will need to put this car in context. So, The SC was a big deal back when it came out. A big luxury coupe. It seems crazy in a world where BMW now has 9 SUVs to imagine a big luxury coupe being a big deal, but it was. In fact, this car was considered so important for Lexus that it was one of the vehicles that the Lexus brand launched with, one of the very first three when it first came out. There was the ES, the entry-level sedan, the LS, the luxury sedan, and soon after the SC, which was the sport coupe. And back then, basically every luxury brand had a rival to this car. Acura had the Legend and later the CL, BMW had the 3 Series Coupe and the 8 Series, Lincoln had the Mark 8, Buick had the Riviera, Mercedes had the CL, Jaguar had the XJS. This was a tremendously popular segment in the late 80s and early 90s. And so Lexus, they're launching a luxury brand, well, they gotta have a luxury coupe. Now, it's worth pointing out that the Lexus SC was also sold in other markets as a Toyota, called the Toyota Solar Plus. It was developed first and foremost as a Lexus to help launch the Lexus brand, particularly in North America, and the Toyota version came later. It's the same deal with the Lexus LS that was later rebadged as the Toyota Celsior in other markets, but it was initially developed as a Lexus to be a Lexus and to make people feel Lexus. Now, the Lexus SC was offered in 2 flavors. There was this, the base model, the SC300. That was the vast majority of sales, and it had a 3-liter straight 6, better known as the famed Toyota 2JZ 6-cylinder that was also in the Supra, the Lexus GS300, and many other Toyota and Lexus models. This powertrain is famous for its durability, reliability, and tuning potential, but in this car, it was a luxury engine in a luxury car. It had 225 horsepower. And early Lexus SC models were offered with a choice between an automatic or a manual transmission, although the manual was an uncommon choice and it went away. Now, if you wanted more power, you could upgrade to the Lexus SC400, which, as its name suggests, has a 4-liter V8 that started at around 250 horsepower, then went up to 260 and later 290. It was a big power engine. That one was automatic only, and all SC models were rear-wheel drive. That was the standard of a nice luxury coupe in its era. Now, Lexus was a huge deal for Toyota. They spent an enormous amount of money to make sure this launch of this brand was a sensation, and the cars were radically over-engineered and quite impressive, and that included the original Lexus SC. Let's talk through some of its amazing features. You start by getting in with keyless entry, this remote, which not all luxury cars had back in the mid-90s. Amazingly, it still works. You press unlock, you open the door, and you see a nice piece of engineering. A big coupe with 4 seats has to have a big door in order to allow front and rear passengers to get inside. The drawback is the door opens wide and you can't get into the car in tight parking spaces. So Lexus figured out an interesting solution. The door not only opens out, but also forward, which kind of pivots the door a little bit to allow for a large enough opening without just opening straight out so you hit the car next to you. It's a neat idea, and you can see an enormous amount of hardware in the door, keeping the door in place and moving in the direction they wanted it to, so it wouldn't sag or change course. Obviously heavily over-engineered, that's very clear, but kind of a cool idea for getting in and out of the car so you don't smash your door into the car next to you, a common big coupe problem. Anyway, you get inside the car, you tap your key on the ignition lock, and there's a magnet, a sensor in the key in the ignition that the moment you do that, the steering wheel would automatically whir into a memory set position that you had chosen. You see, when you got out of the car the last time, the steering wheel would automatically rise up to give you more room to get out. So when you get back in the next time, the steering wheel automatically goes down to the position that you had previously set. This was a radical, crazy luxury idea back in the early 90s. Also cool was the gauge cluster in this car, which is in this sort of dark gauge binnacle, but when you turn on the car, it is fully backlit. And that's regardless of whether you have your headlights on or not. It was always backlit. Not only did it look cool, but the backlighting was consistent. You didn't have like a bulb in one place, and so there were some areas where it was dimmer on the sides. It just looked great all the time, which was a neat feature. And another neat feature in this car, automatic headlights. You can see there's an auto position for the headlights on the signal stop. Very uncommon to have in the mid-1990s, but this car was intended to be the standard of the world, and so it had it. This car also has a CD player. You can see the CD button on the stereo in the center, and not just a CD player, but this car has a 12-disc CD changer, which would have been a big baller thing to have back in 1997. Most cars didn't even have a player yet. How do I know it has a 12-disc CD changer? Well, that's because I have right here the original window sticker for this car. That 12-disc CD changer was $1,050 extra. Interestingly, the leather trim package also included some other stuff like electrochromatic outside mirrors. In other words, mirrors that would auto-dim on the outside of the car. Another pretty big feature for 1997, proven by the fact that that option was $2,050 extra. Add all this stuff together from a base price of $39,900, you get to a total sticker price for this car of $44,717 back in 1997 at Lexus of Saramaki. Now, beyond the nice luxury features in this car, there are also some rather interesting and unusual quirks, like, for example, the gear lever, which I've always found bizarre in the Lexus SC. The way you were supposed to do it was you would wrap your whole hand around the gear lever and put your thumb on the top and then shift into gear, almost like, I guess, some sort of airplane control. They wanted to be sporty, and that was a way to do it, even with an automatic transmission. Certainly an interesting gear lever. I actually love it. I think it's really cool, and that's how it worked in the automatic Lexus SC. Another interesting feature is this cup holder, which you can see is just a vertical panel that's in place, but you pull on it, and then it drops down, and a cup holder pops out automatically, and it can hold your drinks. Cup holders were clearly kind of an afterthought in this car, something they only realized they needed later, because the second one is right here in the middle, this panel that says push. You push to open, it opens up, but the cup holder is small and shallow. You wouldn't really trust that with your cups, and the vertical one isn't exactly much better, but it has it. Another interesting thing about this car is its glove box. You look on the glove box and you see no immediately apparent latch. I don't think they wanted to stick that in there and ruin the look of the leather on the dashboard, so instead the glove box opener is this button here next to the center climate vents, and you can lock the glove box with this key lock right above it. You can see the glove box is also a little bit higher up than you'd expect in most other cars. That's just how they designed it. And another interesting quirk in this interior, over on the left side of the steering wheel, sort of getting into the footwell, you have the latches to open up the trunk and the fuel door. It's not that unusual, but in the middle of them, there's a key lock, and this is how you could lock out people from opening up your trunk and fuel door. With the master key to the car, you would turn this lock, and then you give a friend or a valet the valet key, and it wouldn't turn this lock, and so they couldn't steal your fuel or get into your trunk. It was an interesting idea, but beyond the quirks and the nice features, the thing that I am most impressed by with this interior is just how nicely put together everything is. Everything in here still works. I get in so many 30-year-old cars where the dash is cracked, the wood is cracked, plastics are brittle, clips have broken. Not in here. The ashtray cover still opens just like it's supposed to. The cup holder, the parking brake, the center console lid isn't loose from years of people leaning on it. Everything in here works, which is a testament to Lexus build quality, the way they put this car together. It's all really impressive, especially getting inside 30 years and 117,000 miles after it was new. More on all that when I drive the car. I'm going to get into a little bit more about how it's all held together. Next, we move on to the back seats. You fold up the front seat and you can see the back seats, which frankly are not particularly unusual. Only two 2 back seats in this car, 2 individual bucket seats, no center seat. If you really wanted to put rear seat passengers in a car, you would have bought the LS, the luxury sedan with 4 doors. These back seats are more for temporary assignment, and they're pretty snug bucket seats. They look kind of cool, but it's a no-frills experience back there. Not particularly luxurious, no roll-down windows, no climate vents, no speakers or cup holders. They're just seats for occasional use. And next we move on to the trunk. Now before we get into the trunk, I want to talk badging. You can see the gold Lexus badges. This is a popular dealer-installed accessory on Toyota and Lexus models. It gave dealers a way to make a little more money. They would either gold plate the existing badges or trade them out for gold badges, and then it made it feel like a more premium experience. This car has it, the gold Lexus badge. But anyway, next up, you get into the trunk. Now the trunk struts have failed, so I have to hold it up with this trusty stick. That's the one thing that hasn't lasted the life of this car. But you get into the trunk, and it's a reasonably large trunk. Not exactly huge, but big enough. It's pretty much what you'd expect in a car like this. Nothing notable in the trunk except for you can see the carpeting. That was an option. The trunk carpeting cost $112 extra. And it classes up the trunk, if I do say so myself. And next, we gotta talk about the overall design, the look of this car. Now, when Lexus was launching its brand, they had to be very careful with their vehicle designs because it was a totally new thing, a Japanese luxury brand to compete with the top echelon of German luxury cars. Lexus couldn't take a design risk and potentially alienate customers who thought it was weird. So the LS and the ES were very conservatively styled when they first came out. Lexus just didn't want to risk having some problem with the way the cars looked. But the SC was different. It was the sporty one, the emotional passion car. It gave Lexus the opportunity to try something new and fun with the design, but they didn't. It's still a pretty basic, staged, stoic-looking car. Even though it's the sporty one, they were really worried that people would be turned off if they tried anything crazy or quirky or weird. And so it looks like a fairly basic and simple car. There was some criticism in the front end of the headlights. They're sort of split into 2, and these extra lights were in the middle. It was kind of odd, but mostly people just sort of accepted this car. There wasn't much to hate, and there wasn't really much to love. It was another conservative Lexus design. But the SC was popular. It was sold from 1992 to 2000, and it was a big hit in that luxury coupe segment. It had a lot of fans, a lot of sales, and a lot of excitement until it didn't. You might be wondering, what happened? The Lexus ES, one of their launch models, is still around, still popular. The Lexus LS, the other launch model, is still around and still popular. But the SC is long gone. And obviously, that's because of the decline of the large luxury coupe in general. In the late 1990s, consumer taste started to shift. Luxury coupes weren't cool anymore. SUVs were cool. And this car, the tail end of its production run, saw that decline starting to come. The Lexus SC was redesigned once. There was a second generation model that was only offered with a V8 and a retractable convertible hardtop. There was no coupe version. That lasted until about 2010, but then it was killed completely, never to return. Now, Lexus does have a luxury coupe in its lineup again today, the LC, but it's a lot more performance focused, and frankly, it's still a niche product compared to the SUVs that became so popular. In fact, this is a 97 SC300, and 97 was also the first year of Lexus's first SUV. So this car, sitting on the showroom floor, probably got to see the vehicle that would eventually cause its demise. Of course, that was the original Lexus LX, which was a big bruiser luxury SUV, but by 99 they had the RX, which was much more common for families, more affordable, and then the SUV craze started to take off, and it left cars like the SC completely in the dust, which is a shame because, well, the driving experience is pretty impressive. Let's get it out on the road. All right, driving the original Lexus SC300, and I gotta say, Spend some time in this car and it is very clear to see why Lexus succeeded in its early days. I am astonished at the condition and quality of this car. Everything works in here, and it works just like it's supposed to, which is absolutely astonishing to me. The pull-out cup holder, in BMWs and old Saabs, it's like a meme that the cup holders break. In this car, it works perfectly. The power mirrors, the power...
Press the A button to continue. Press the menu button to enter the settings screen to change accessibility.
I'm a fan. I'm being serviced. Is there something wrong with that? Not that I think of. I now wonder, what the hell is Need for Speed doing these days?
بيبغمز للدبانة بتحل عني ها قولي ان الصوت ده بتاع غيري قولي ان البيت ده بتاع غيري قولي ان الفلو ده بتاع غيري لا مش بترن مش بقدم بيت برن في اوروبا وانا قاعد في البيت بتزعلنا بكنسل الريت اليورو بجنيه ثانية واحدة قبل ما تتكلم معايا في بعض ما بعرفش اعمل ايه اعمل نص اللي انا بعمله يمكن تفهم ليه اتكلم سبونج تقوله راح امين شوف بادجت مش هيكمل وقتي غالي
This car's spoiled. I love the VC2. I love Miata. No.
I hope you don't mind, but I'm taking your money.
I love the challenge.
I'd appreciate it if you stop doing that.
Great! Finally, I have some competition.
What the hell? We got cops out here.
I am pursuing the suspects. All right, they're hitting traffic. I need to stop them.
That shit was too easy.
Get used to me doing this to you.
I see how it is. You can ask nicely if you want me to move.
You're almost as good as me.
Are you trying to get my attention?
Patrol is joining the others in pursuit of the suspect.
I'll let that one go. One thing about me, I don't let money go easy.
Patrol here. We're going after this perp too.
No one takes my money without a fight.
Let's end this and go grab a beer.
Patrol here. We're going after this perp too.
serious about shutting down the Grand. They've already started making moves. Getting around ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Wait, why are you telling me this?
Maybe I want your ass out of jail and in that final. Later.
Hey, what's going on with Alec? Yaz? Damn.
Escaping the LPD ain't no thing. Finally someone who can race.
Patrol here. We're all set to end this now. Team, this is Patrol. Joining in on this one.
No one takes my money without a fight. Home stretch, you better not choke.
All units, this is dispatch. Roadblock deployed.
We're taking the scenic route, dispatch.
We're on this class.
We've got very little fight left in us, dispatch.
Whoa, this pursuit is getting interesting.
We just let them slip right through our fingers. Pursuit is back on, dispatch. Perps in a Honda.
Helicopter is joining the chase, dispatch.
All units, the suspect was last seen at Belmont Lake.
Elliot, side of the perp.
Suspect last seen entering Kennedy Drive.
Not much gas left in the tank here.
Looks like we're going off-road, dispatch. Undercover here. Our vehicle's beat up real bad. find this punk. We get him next time. Is that clear?
I'm supposed to be a vegan and all, but I just want the chicken. Where the money at?
Now we have a race on.
Yo, look like the cops ain't messing around.
Dispatch, I'm gunning for those street racers. AWD in pursuit.
Undercover's here. This'll soon be over, dispatch.
AWD can't keep chasing these perps.
I'm close behind. Keep your eyes on the road.
We really have to stop them, and fast!
How good do I look?
Ow, stop it! Oh, you're good! Great! Finally, I have some competition.
Don't worry, you won't be ahead for long. I'm gonna take that title and your money.
Can see why Rydell is backing you.
This isn't a street race, it's a destruction derby.
Do donuts, go nuts, let's go crazy.
I'm not letting you go by that easy. All right, I can see I've got some stiff competition.
Interceptors on the scene.
I'm close behind, keep your eyes on the road.
Undercover here. We're going after this creep, dispatch. These clowns are gonna kill someone, dispatch.
I need all this chicken. Look like this money finna be mine. You should give up? You think you deserve my money?
All right, we gotta stop him and stop him fast.
Deal with it! Man, you know Flacco about that chicken. Where the cash at? You shitting me?
These crazies are hitting each other hard.
1% on my phone and getting me home, so I'm bopping. No options in his life, give me nothing. Every second you waste is a second closer to the pearly gates. That's deep, innit? It's deep, mate. I woke up, I slept and woke up again.
This clown cannot drive.
I can do this with my eyes closed, although I probably shouldn't.
Interceptor here to end this.
You think you're pretty good, huh?
Dispatch, are you seeing this? They're hitting traffic.
Hey, you cozy back there? Haha.